Hello, IG. Good evening. Hello, IG. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, one and all. I am just, it's so late here. It's 10:48 p.m. where I am at the moment. But I still wanted to share some insights this evening that will bless some people that will join and some people that watch later or that will share it later. My name is Mounfiq Raiyan Abu. Hello, British Girl 723. Let me know where you're joining me from. My name is Mounfiq Raiyan Abu. This is an impromptu live. I didn't even get to tell my community that I'm live or my team because it's so late. I'm far away from my usual. Anyway, so it's so late for me right now, but I wanted to go live and I wanted to share some key insights about the 5 key ways a working woman can lead. The 5 key ways a working woman can lead. So if you don't know me, if you're just coming upon this account for the first time, yay! Welcome, I celebrate you. That means you're about to get empowered, get inspired, so you can aspire to greater things. As we start a new week tomorrow, I just want you to have these 5 key principles to enable you to lead, because a lot of working mothers are struggling, and I want to be able to support you with the tips that I have for you. They are not tips, these are practical principles that you can use to lead. So welcome one and all, and welcome to those that will join this live later. But I will still try to share this live with people to just join, at least on Instagram. I couldn't share on my WhatsApp community, so let me share here on Instagram. Let's share so people can get the benefits of this very, very important, vital, consequential information, insight, knowledge, principles, and everything else in between that I'm going to share this wonderful evening, this Sunday, before we start the week tomorrow, new week tomorrow. So let's do this, let's share, let's learn together this evening. So I'm sharing 5 key ways a working mother can lead. So if you know me, let me first of all introduce myself. So I've sent the invitation to people to join. So if you don't know me, my name is Mounfiq Raiyan Abu. I am a Life Sync expert. I'm the author of the book, the Life Sync Blueprint book. And what this book helps you to do is that it helps you to navigate the different areas of your life as a working mother, so that you'll be able to ascend to the highest level in your career or in your business, or both, without overwhelm or burnout. Because as a working mother, we have so much to do and we have so much to prove to people. And it seems that whatever we do, issues always stack up against us, from our job as mothers to, hello Katie, how are you, from our job as mothers to our we have marriage to consider, motherhood to consider, then demanding careers. And when you want to also do a business on the side, I was doing a business on the side in my banking career, and with motherhood, with marriage, there's a lot of moving pieces that we have to navigate as working mothers. So most of the time, even when we conquer, we still feel that there's something missing and there's something else we need to do. Or we always look out for everyone. Hello, sis. We always look out for everyone. Then the last person that we consider is ourselves, right? So that is a burden that a lot of us working mothers face. And that is why we need to find these 5 key ways that we can lead. Because I do feel we can lead, even when we conquer, even when you are there for your children, you are there for your husband and your family, and you still work hard as much as you can, you tend to do it, yes, you tend to do it at your own detriment, and you always feel like you have poured out everything you can and you can no longer replenish. So this is the burden of most working moms. So even leadership, if you're in a career, you shy away from leadership. I know I had opportunities to lead bigger branches when I applied to other jobs in my 13-year banking career. I was also applying to other banks. But when they gave me regional roles to lead several branches and carry them through, I didn't want to take those bigger leadership roles because I was scared that I couldn't manage that with motherhood as well. So I had 6 children all through my banking career, and it was really a lot to carry. And so I have seen so many, but I was a manager for 5 years out of those 13 years. But I now noticed that when I was ascending to the managerial role, most women I started my career with fell on the wayside. They fell on the wayside and they could not continue, right? So, and most of them didn't get to those managerial roles because of this burden we carry of navigating work and life and motherhood and marriage, and not being able to find a way to make it synchronized so that we can be able to grow in our career as well, So subconsciously, we now put a cap on the level of achievement that we can get to as women. We never look at the top position. We always leave that to the other gender. Most women feel that if they are to truly be successful in their businesses or in their careers, they have to sacrifice their family. Another group believes that if they are to be truly successful as good mothers or wives, they have to sacrifice their careers. So that is the burden that we carry from time to time. They have to sacrifice their careers or their businesses. So this is the conflict that we all face as mothers that have careers and run businesses. And this is the conflict I also faced for many, many years. And that's why I wrote my book, the Life Sync Blueprint book. I sold the copy I had yesterday, so I don't have any to show you, and I'm not in my office right now that I usually show you on my bookshelf. So I'll just talk about the book. If you want to know more about the book, just go to my link in bio to learn more. It's on Amazon and it's doing very well there as well. So this factor of having to sacrifice your career for your business, for your family, or sacrifice your family in order to face your business, this has been the burden and the battle, the conflict that women have carried decades upon decades upon decades. And this is a wrong myth that has plagued women for centuries. And the society at large, in my opinion, the society at large has been unkind to women, because until recent years, what women really want for themselves as working mothers has never been top of the conversation. And that's why for the last 20 years, I dedicate my work as a coach and a mentor to helping working mothers thrive. So they can because they cannot give out from an empty cup. So I show them how to fill their own cup in order to be able to give to others, in order to be able to get to the highest height of their careers and their businesses. Because the truth of the matter is this, the Guy Elite Club, thank you for joining. Let me welcome those that are here. Yes, because we carry so much without balance. And the thing is that balance actually does not exist. Balance is something that was imported to also overwhelm women more, to not even know how to focus on the things that they tell you that you can balance. But the thing is that work and life cannot be separated. There's life in our work and there's work in our life. So there's nothing like work-life balance. Instead, thank you for the hearts. Keep sending the hearts, people. Instead, look for work-life synchrony. And that is the Life Sync Blueprint that I share with you or giving you a blueprint to know how to navigate work and life in a synchronized way. So sometimes work will suffer because you have life. Sometimes life will suffer because you have work. But at some point you meet in the middle and you'll be able to synchronize it all in a way that will work, because everybody's life sync is different. Like for me, there is an empty nester and my youngest child is 18 years old and in university. My life sync blueprint is different from somebody my age that still has young kids. I saw a former colleague in the bank in another financial institution where she works. She has 3 children, all under the age of 6. I saw how tired she looked compared to how I look. So her own life sync principle and life sync practice will be different from mine. All right. So the truth is that we cannot sacrifice our work for our family while we maintain happy and successful homes. We feel incomplete. There's a lot of housewives. I was a housewife for some time between my banking career, and it was the hardest thing I had to do. Apart from the workload that was, I used to compare it to a Pandora's box, that you don't know what will pop up. You don't know which child will be sick. You don't know the one that wets the bed. You don't know the one that they will call you at their school for something urgent. You don't know how many PTAs you need to go to, because my children are plenty and they were in many schools at the same time. So you need to divide yourself into many places. It was overwhelming. But the thing most housewives refuse to acknowledge is the fact that you will feel incomplete. You will just be there doing all the work, more exhausting than any office job, by the way, but you'll be feeling incomplete, that there's something missing. Yes, balance, I mean overlapping in a positive way that is peculiar to the stage one finds himself part-time. Yes, and that is life sync. Thank you, Katie's Corner. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that contribution. I really appreciate it. So when some women, I saw a lot of women resign in the bank when I was working to tend to the home. What happened is they have beautiful houses. Everything is nice if their husbands can afford it to give them the quality of life they deserve without them working. But they felt incomplete. And sometimes, if we want to be sincere, we even feel resentful. Thank you, The Money Lesson, for being here. Thank you, Guy Let's Club. Thank you, Kene, Asu Golden, Al Golden, British Girl. Thank you, guys, for being here. I really appreciate you all. Because we feel incomplete and we are even resentful of what our husbands are going out doing anything they want to do. No limits. They don't need to find out anything about the kids. Our children are even going out and leaving us in the house. So most times, that dream you had as a young girl, you'll just be wondering, where is my dream? Where is my ambition? Where is my aspiration? Is that all there is to life? Especially when we turn 40. Something rings in our head and we're like, is that all there is to life? Even when you have a job, you start looking for purpose. You start looking for something legacy driven to help you to make more impact and significance. So, and when we sacrifice our family for our work, even when we become leaders at work, we still feel incomplete. A lot of us, our biological clock has ticked to the level that we cannot bear children anymore. Some of us have to freeze our eggs, and we now have to wait for, some people, I even know people that had to adopt children as single ladies because they wanted the opportunity to parent. And they didn't get that, and because they chose the career and they thought they couldn't manage life and family and career at the same time, so they feel incomplete. On top of that, these women are ridiculed by society, and there is a doubt that there's a doubt to their credibility and how they rose up the ladder of success. When you see a single woman at the top, the society thinks it has something to do with a man. They will say maybe she slept her way to the top. They will never even think that it's her intelligence, it's her expertise, it's her acumen, it's her knowledge, it's her insights, it's her experience that got her there. So somehow we are not worthy for success in most parts of, and it seems that kind of woman is not worthy for success. And this is a wrong societal belief and impression and stereotype that affects women all over the world, and including in Africa and even in the Western world. All right, especially in Africa, if a successful woman does not get married or have children, she's scoffed at and called names. It's so sad. So whether you decide to stay home, either way, whether you decide to stay home and sacrifice your career, or you decide not to be at home and just focus on the career, either ways, it's a raw deal. But let me give you some hope. Let me give you some perspective as well, right? To give you some clarity as you step into this new week, if any of these things are familiar for you guys. So let me give you perspective on what to do next. What I have come to realize is that the fact that you as a woman has the ability to bear a child, and most of us have given birth to not one child, plenty children, right? Since you have the ability to bear a child, to raise a family, the fact that you have that ability, that singular ability, which is a big ability, because if you see a woman in the labor room, you understand what I'm saying. Most husbands that go to the labor room with their wives, if they didn't have respect for the wives before, or respect for what a woman goes through, by the time they stay in that labor room with the woman, go through pregnancy with the woman, especially the last trimester, then go through labor room with the woman, even if it's a cesarean section, there is a new respect most husbands now have. Admittedly, I have a lot of family members that have told me this. It's like when I came out of the labor room, I had a new respect for my wife, and what she does, what she stands for, and everything she's able to do. Like, they have a new respect, right? Welcome, Best Hair. So happy to see you. It's been ages. So happy to see you. Please stay to the end. I have a special announcement. All right. So because you were able to bear a child, I want you to know this. Keep sending the hearts, because it makes me know that what I'm saying is resonating with somebody out there. I want you to know this. The fact that you're able to bear a child and to raise a family, you have developed great insights, you have resilience, and you have experience that qualifies you to lead. The topic of this live class this evening is 5 key ways a working woman can lead. So most women just think all they should do is subservience, caring for the children. We do not know that because of our biology, I'm happy to see you there. Because of our biology, that we're able to bear children and be able to raise a family, that gives us a unique ability to become leaders. Because you are a mother, you are already a leader of many, many lives. Because you are a mother, or you have been in the capacity of a mother, you are already a leader to so many lives. Let me explain something to you guys. When I was growing up, I didn't even feel that I had anything valuable to bring to the table. I was a shy, awkward teenager that didn't think that there was anything beneficial in my whole like formation as a person. I didn't think there was anything I had to bring to the table. To me, every other person was better than me. I had severe insecurity and severe imposter syndrome, lack of confidence, and all the things, low doubts, everything. There was nothing. I wasn't even in a good place at all for many years. But when my beloved mother passed away, and the next less than 24 hours she's buried, and I'm only 19 years old. I had just turned 19 2 weeks before she passed. And I'm being told by the senior member of our family that, Mounfiq, you are now the parent to your siblings. And I had 3 siblings as the oldest daughter. Having that experience, and even hearing that statement, did something to my brain. So already as a woman, now being in a parental position to advise, to guide, to support, to nudge, and do all the things a parent would do for my siblings, that's made me a leader. So I had not even given birth to my children yet. I had not even gotten married yet. But being a parental figure made me a leader. So you as a woman, by virtue of you bearing a child, being in a position where you now need to guide people, because as a mother, we are the first lens that our children used to see the world. Whatever our children perspective of the world today is us. My youngest child is 18 years old, and I just visited her in school. I was just having a conversation with her a few hours ago, and my sister had a conversation with her like last month, and she said, Mounfiq, the more I talk to your daughter, the more I see you. The more like she explains things like you, she has your perspective on this and that. And that is it. Our children, we are the first lens in which they see the world. We are the first woman our husbands truly, truly value after their mothers, right? And we are the women that our husbands solely depend on emotionally, especially in a good marriage, right? So by inclination, being mothers, being spouses, being wives, we bear a lot of burden, and we still manage to walk and talk with grace. So we are leaders by our life experience. The whole point of this life class today is that if you are in a job and you are dodging positions of power, it's time to embrace it. If you are trying to start a business and you are thinking you cannot start because you cannot lead people, it's time to eradicate. It's time to break free from that limiting thoughts. Because for the fact that you are a woman and you are a mother, you are already a leader based on your life experience. And you must start to take charge so that you can lead in your business and in your careers as well. So many of us are playing small in the offices. So many of us are just doing the mundane things. So many of us have stayed too long in a company where we are undermined, underpaid, and overlooked. Instead of bringing our best foot forward, so many of us have not grown our business beyond a certain level for the last 3 years. And we are scared to pivot, diversify, or hire new people, or reinvent ourselves because of this limiting thoughts that we cannot go beyond this. But I am telling you here, listening, that because you are a woman, because you are a mother, you are already hardwired to lead. The only reason you're not leading at the capacity that you can lead at this very moment is your limiting thoughts, your mindset, or how you evaluate things. That is the limitation. So my mentor, my self-designated mentor, Michelle Obama, had a quote once. She said this, and I'm reading what she said. She said, "For me, being a mother made me a better professional because coming home every night to my children, to my girls, reminded me that what I was working for. And being a professional made me a better mother because by pursuing my dreams, I was modeling for my girls how to pursue their dreams." Like today, my daughter, my 18-year-old, my last born, my last fruits that I gave birth to 18 years ago, I went to visit her. And she's telling me, Mommy, she's working on a career to become an aeronautic engineer. And I was like, I've always marveled at her choice of a career. Like, it's such a unique career. It's something people will see as complex and out of the box for young black girls, especially a young black girl from Nigeria. And she tells me, Mommy, That is the career that is going to give me significance. I want to live a life of significance. And I also want to get married early and have children and still do that career. And I was like, wow. I was so proud. So it shows that me working hard all through those years in the bank, coming home, trying to make time during the week to pick them from school, trying to make time in the morning to drop them at school, they were watching. And pursuing my business on the side and now fully immersing myself in my business, they are watching. So I am leading them, sometimes covertly without me knowing. And I'm leading them overtly as well. Yes. All the abilities we have as mothers are transferable skills we can use to lead. We try to persuade even our toddlers to go eat their vegetables. We have discussions with our spouses that are difficult, but we have to have them for the union to be able to grow, right? All of these traits, all of these communication skills, speaking skills, public speaking skills, by the way, are vital tools that we can use to become leaders. They are vital tools we can become leaders in our jobs or leaders in our businesses or creating multiple businesses and leading a larger team of people. We should stop playing small because by inclination, we already have what it takes. So here are 5 ways that you can lead as a working mother. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn these 5 ways? So the number one is time. How you can manage your time. So you must know that your time is too precious, and you have to make sure that every moment you have is spent in a qualitative way. You have to make sure. Like this evening is 11:15 midnight, but this is a qualitative meeting. I have something amazing that will help you to lead better as a working mom, to upgrade your worth, to improve your wealth portfolio. And that is why I'm here with you this evening. Although it's late, but it's a qualitative time. It's a qualitative way that I'm using my time. Because some people will watch this live tomorrow. Some of you watching it now, with the comments you are putting in the chats, I know that you are getting value. And if you understand, if you really think you're getting value, put hearts in that place so that I can see the hearts and know that you are getting value, right? So you need to use your time in a qualitative way. If something does not feed into your goal for the day, feed into your vision, if something does not make you feel relaxed, if something is overwhelming you, if something does not nourish your spirit, or if something does not reinforce your mission and your vision, or even inspire your mind, let me tell you, my sister, it's not worth your time. Let me repeat that. If something does not feed your soul, feed the goal you have for yourself, if it does not relax you when you are tense, if it frustrates you, if something does not nourish you and replenish you and makes you flourish, if it doesn't reinforce your mission and your vision, or it doesn't inspire your mind to take action proactively towards your goals, that thing is not worth your time. Because us as human beings, we are creatures of energy. We attract what we expect. So if something is always draining your energy, you will not be able to thrive. You will not be able to lead. So you have to use your time wisely. This realization of the things to pick that will move the needle in your life, that are replenishing, that are empowering, that are inspiring, that are reinforcing, that can nourish, flourish, and help to feed your soul. This realization will help you plan every second of every day, and no time will be wasted, because your time is your greatest resource. It is more important than money. If you lose time, you can never get it back. This time, I was like, I would use this time wisely. I won't just go and sleep. I will soon go to sleep, because it's good to sleep early. But I felt somebody needed to hear this today. And I knew what they needed to hear. And I wanted to give that person that clarity. Because if it's one person that hears this today, it will be able to help to reinforce your week. And that's my whole goal. Yes, I see your point, best hair. Yeah, but you have to also find moments to replenish that lost energy, because if you are consistently being drained as a woman, you cannot give out from an empty cup. You get to a point and you snap, and when you snap, it's mental illness, it's burnout, it's depression, it's all of those things, and you cannot lead from that place. You cannot be the kind of mother you want to be. You cannot be the kind of partner you want to be. And you cannot grow from there, right? You cannot lead from that. That is why I needed us to really I wanted to share these insights with us this evening. Yes, thank you that you agree with me. So you have to use your time wisely. When you are able to know those things that replenish you, the things that work for you, the things that help you to move forward, you are now able to prioritize your time for your children, your hobby, and yourself, even while working on your business or your career. Some of us spend time on the wrong things. Weekends that we should prioritize family time because we're working during the week, we go for celebrations that have nothing to do with us, just to go and dance and show off or take pictures or do things that are not moving the needle. You spend so much money for ashwebi and do all kinds of things. Then the time you would have spent with the children is lost. Then it's Monday again. So tomorrow is Monday. And so everybody dreads Mondays, because it's like, oh, did I really make use of my weekend to really replenish the time I lost during the week with family, with my own self-care as well, with you really taking care to nourish yourself, right? So these things are so important. Next, what I also need you to bear in mind, that the second thing, we are sharing 5 ways you can lead as a working mom. The second way you can lead is maximizing opportunity. Now, my other self-designated mentor, Oprah Winfrey, said this: luck is a matter of preparation, meeting, opportunity. So I tell people all the time, just like that wrong phrase we grew up with, opportunity knocks on the door. That's a big lie. Opportunity never knocks. For me now, I'm still dressed up. I came in late. I just saw my child at school and I'm like, okay, I'm still dressed up. I'm not tired yet. I had a long nap this afternoon. This is an opportunity to go live. I didn't plan to. My team is not here to share certain things I would like them to share to you all this evening. I have to now talk about it and share it myself. Regardless, it's an opportunity for me to connect with somebody new. It's an opportunity for me to help somebody. It's an opportunity for me to sound the alarm of this very important message of how you can lead as a working mom. So you stop feeling overwhelmed in the office. There are so many things, so much value you carry because you're a working mom. You are even more important than that single lady that is like the shiny object in the office, because there's certain expertise and experience that you have that nobody in that office has, no matter what, right? So this is an opportunity. So opportunity never knocks on the door, but it does give you a sign. Opportunity always gives you a sign when it is nearby. But it's just that most people do not see it. But if your mind is not ready, you will not know when that opportunity comes. You will not know. For example, I'm doing my an amazing event called the Life Sync Experience. It's happening at Oriental Hotel, 10 a.m. on Saturday, May 9th. And I'm dedicating it to mothers. It's a Mother's Day edition. And Mother's Day, I feel every day should be Mother's Day as far as I'm concerned. But this is American Mother's Day. So I'm celebrating you. Come with your own mother. You as a mother, come. So that we can show you how to upgrade your self-worth so you can improve your net worth. Because a lot of us as mothers, our worth is under attack. We have left our worth to because we are a parent. That's why we are worthy. So when our children now go to school, we feel that there's nothing good about us. Our worth is based on the position we have at the office. We are the manager of that department. So when we get laid off, we no longer see our worth. I want to show you in that event what your worth really is, how you can value your worth, how now you can earn more because you now know your worth. Not only that, there will be experts at that event. We have so many amazing people, from the legendary actress Stella Damasos to the amazing psychologist Dr. Maimuna Kadri, to the amazing business leader and fashion entrepreneur, an amazing collaborator, Dr. Princess Ogene of GA Elite Club, which I'm a member, by the way, to the amazing, phenomenal UN woman advocate, Hansatu Adigbite, Mrs. Hansatu Adigbite, my mentor, my dear friend, to the amazing Dr. May, I can't pronounce her name very well. She's if she's into the beauty industry. She's also an engineer doing amazing work in Abuja. To the amazing Naomi Osamedua, Dr. Naomi Osamedua, to the amazing Priyanka of the Art of Living. She's going to bring her wellness insights. There are so many amazing people. To the phenomenal Mary Bashua Alimi of TVC Communications. She's one of the producers at TVC Television, and she's going to be there, like power-packed panel to show you. Now, I invited somebody. I'm talking about opportunity here. This is an opportunity you cannot miss. So if you are here just listening to this and saying, okay, I've heard it, and you don't get the tickets, that is an opportunity that have passed you by. It's on May 9th. It's not happening on May 10th. It will not be postponed to May 13th. It's happening on May 9th. All roads lead to Oriental Hotel. We have VIP tickets, and that comes with 3 months of coaching from me. 1 month free into our Life Sync Members Club for free membership. You get a lot of master classes. You get one-on-one coaching. You get so much. 3 months coaching for 220,000 naira, and I have a 20% off discount right now that you can DM me now to get it. So you can get out 220,000 naira for only 176,000 naira. Then we have the regular ticket where you just enjoy the event for the day and you go. It's going to be a life-changing opportunity for you. So I approached somebody that I care about so much to become a moderator for the event, and she just started. She just was quiet on the call, and she was just quiet and ended up telling me, oh, she's sorry, she cannot do it. She's not ready for it. So a lot of us, because we don't know that we are born leaders. We don't know how to identify opportunity. So now everything I do, you think is luck. It's not luck. It's my preparation that has met the opportunity at hand. So that's why it seems now all of these amazing people, from the legendary actress Stella Damasos to all of these amazing people I just called, are coming on my platform to be able to lend a voice to this very important topic. But I didn't just come into this work overnight. It's been 20 years in the making. So it's preparation. So many of us are losing opportunity. So now this lady, she lost the opportunity of being a moderator. This is an experience that would have given her public speaking skills, negotiation skills, mediation skills, and so much more that would have elevated her career. And she will add it to her resume. She was moderator at this event. And that is something she can use to apply for another job. So a lot of us don't know how to see opportunity. We are waiting for opportunity to knock. We are looking for a knight in shining armor. We are looking for somebody to come and hand it to us. Nobody will hand you anything. You have to grab it. You have to take it. You have to take it. Take what's yours. You can't wait for life to be handed to you. You have to take what you can get. All right? If your mind is not ready, you will not know when your opportunity comes. Because it is only through opportunity that you see what you have been preparing for. And you start working towards it without hesitation, as you will be ready to execute it because you've been preparing all along. Me, Mounfiq Abu, I never say no to a new opportunity. You tell me now, I need you to come here. As long as there's a space in my schedule, I'm there. Because I will never know what I will gain when I get there. The insights, the connection, the people, the places, the things, I can be last week I was somewhere, today I'm in another country. There's opportunities. 2 weeks ago I was in another country. There are opportunities everywhere, and I go and I grab it. I do not sit on opportunity. I do not sit in the fence and watch life go by. I want to be in the arena. I want to be on the stage where life is happening. All right. So if you have ever aspired to lead in your career or in your business, being a working mother, being a mother is the opportunity you have. This motherhood that is looking like it's a burden, it is an opportunity. It is the opportunity that you have to start immersing yourself with the experience and of all the emotional intelligence you have. Mothers are the most emotionally intelligent people. Sometimes you are talking to your child, you know from the tonality of that child that something is off. We have gut instinct. We have sixth sense. That alone makes you a great leader, because you are able to sniff out problems before they arise and become difficult to solve. That will reduce a lot of financial expense from your organization's budget. That because you are able to have that insight, because you are a mother. Link off. Thank you for joining. Please, guys, those of us that are here, let me know where you're joining from. I want to know you more and know where you're joining from. Link off. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right. So being a working mother is the opportunity that you have to immerse yourself with the experience of emotional intelligence. A leader needs this, because this is how you deal with your children every single day. You learn emotional intelligence, you learn negotiation, you learn persuasion. Persuasion, so key. You mold them, you give them your opinion, you shift their mindset. There's so much. But we undermine the daily things. We call them small things. But for you to move from, as an adult, what will get you from point A to point B is not you going to school to go and get a degree for another 4 years or get a PhD for 6 months or 2 years. It's the small shifts, it's the small mindset shifts, it's the small activities that will move you from point A to point B. So all the small activities you do every day in your daily life that you undermine, those are the things that will move you from point A to point B. So the third thing you're going to do to help you to lead as a working mother is knowledge. And that's why I'm inviting all of you to the Life Sync experience on May 9th. Because knowledge is going to be there in abundance. Plenty knowledge for you to acquire, absorb, and take action on. So much knowledge. Knowledge is everything. You must create time to attend knowledge-based events like the Life Sync experience, to read books. You have to study. You have to gain new knowledge every single day about the issues you face in your life and the issues your children face, your spouse faces, and other people in your life, in your work and your business. Yes, Elise, he said a lot of people, thank you, Best Hair NG. A lot of people, I'm reading your message now, a lot of people actually, a lot of us actually see the opportunity but truly don't feel ready for a few reasons. And so women can let clearly good things pass. I learned lately that you must intentionally show up and take action. I tell people all the time, I was live about 4 days ago, I was telling the audience, waiting is wasting. There is no right time. This moment, this opportunity I'm telling you about, the Life Sync experience, is the right time to get it. That's why you are hearing about it now. I have a lot of people that have already registered, but our discount code is ended soon. In fact, I just extended it to give you another opportunity to register. This is the right time for you to hear it, and that's why you are hearing it. That's why you came into this live. This live was not scheduled. I didn't even know I'll go live 2 hours ago. I just got in. I said, okay, before I just pull all this close, I've done my prayers for the day. Usually if I still have the last prayer, a shy prayer, I will just quickly, let me go and pray, let me go to bed. But I did a shy prayer where I was. And I came in, I was like, okay, you've done your shy. It's just to go to bed. You don't feel tired. You are still dressed. This is an opportunity to go live. So it will give another person an opportunity to attend the Life Sync experience, seeing you teach them about the 5 ways to lead as a working mom. And if they're able to take it and take action on it, imagine how much more they will get at the Life Sync experience. This is an opportunity for them. Too many women sit on the sidelines waiting for opportunity to knock on the door. Men do not do that. Once a man gets a call that there is a deal somewhere, he jumps at it. I'm married to a businessman. He started business in 1997. We got married in 2000. So he was in business already 3 years and making some moves before we got married. He may tell me in the morning, okay, I won't go out today. Then the man is out the door because he got a call 10 minutes after he told me I'm not going out today. And he has hit the streets. He's looking for where that opportunity is. Nobody will call him and say, oh, there's this deal happening. Whether they even have the qualification to execute the job or not, whether they even have the manpower, whether they even have the experience self, even the knowledge, they don't care. They just go after it. Then they hire people to execute it when it's time, when they get the deal. That's how men operate. Women will sit down. They'll be waiting. They'll be gathering time, gathering money. They will say this and that and that. For the event yesterday, I was on a call and the person was like, oh, my business is not doing well right now. But the event is to help your business do well. So she said, I don't have disposable funds right now to invest in this training. So I told her, look, the money you invest for a training should not be identified as disposable funds. Because if you really want to grow as a woman and you want to lead in business and in career, you need to delegate funds for personal development every single month in any income you earn, be it salary or be it revenue from your business. When you pay yourself in your business, you have to delegate a percentage to personal development, delegate a percentage to investments, delegate a percentage to savings, dedicate a percentage to fun and leisure and other things, dedicate a percentage to charity and helping people. You have to. So a lot of women sit on the fence because they are waiting for the right time, the right moment. I tell you, waiting is wasting. The right time is right now with the right mindset. The opportunity that I came in to give you this evening will not come twice. Lightning does not strike twice. So when you hear it the first time, you act on it. You have to create opportunities. Whatever the reasons are, do it anyway. Do it afraid. Do it despite all those things. God will make room. Another person was telling me, oh, that's this and that and that and that. I said, okay, invest in the event. Me, when I conceived the idea, the first thing I did, I didn't have money. I went to pay for the venue. I didn't have one speaker. I paid for the venue first, believing that the fact that I have this idea to help women build their self-worth, to increase their wealth and their well-being, the speakers will see it and they will come. Let me secure the event first. And as soon as I started sending the proposal to speakers, this one is like, sign me up, sign me up. Right now I have 10 powerful speakers. 10 powerful speakers to lend their voice. Even I was telling my team, are they sure they even want me to train on that day? Are they sure they want me to speak? Because me, I just want to carry my pen and my paper and just sit down in the room and just be learning, because that's the time I have also invested in myself, because I'm also getting a ticket for myself. So opportunity does not knock. This is your opportunity. So gaining knowledge is everything. You must create time to read books, attend events like the Life Sync Experience. Go to the link in bio now to register and get your special discount code and get your 20% off your tickets. Whether you're joining from London, Canada, US, Australia, wherever you are, we have online tickets available. Last year we had people joining from London, Canada, and they told me they felt like they were in the room with us. So the way we would be able to, we would cast the event to make you feel like you are in the room with us. All right, you must create time to read books, attend knowledge-based events like the Life Sync Experience, and study and gain new knowledge about issues that you face every day, issues your children face every day, issues your spouse faces, issues happening in the workplace. Keep yourself informed instead of getting disheartened and stressed out about due to challenges that you face. Start seeing every situation as a learning experience. Every situation is a learning experience. The experiences that you get is the greatest knowledge, and from that you will be able to step out of your comfort zone. So when you get that experience through when you get knowledge, it gives you that impetus to step out of your comfort zone. Or it could be the same old situation which you decide to now review with fresh eyes, because you now have knowledge. You now have a clearer perspective. Regardless of what it is, a leader must be knowledgeable to lead effectively and must always be ready to gain new knowledge. So that is one problem we have. We are still operating from our old frame, our old mindset, and we're expecting to solve new problems with an old mindset. You cannot put an old engine in a new car. It will not work. It will not work. So the fourth thing you have to have in order to be able to be a working woman that can lead is confidence. So this means that you must stand up and be counted. You must have that self-worth that we're talking about. Confidence comes from self-worth. You must have that self-worth that we're talking about. And it's only through confidence you can build it. If you know something, you need to stand up and identify yourself and express that thing that you know. Be confident in your experiences, in your expertise as a working mom. Otherwise, people will feel that you will not be able to solve their problem because you are not confident in your own abilities. I tell people a lot, if you want people to believe in you, you must first believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, other people will not believe in you. All right? So, for a leader, confidence is everything. Is your bread and butter. It is true confidence that your expertise is elevated. And I want to quote Oprah again. She said, self-esteem comes from being able to define the world in your own terms and refusing to abide by the judgment of others. right? That's where self-esteems come from. Colorful Whispers, thank you for joining. Thank you. Let me know where you're joining from, people. Finally, we are reaching the end. Finally. The last thing you must do in order to lead as a working mother is consistency. I said I will go live. I was on the road over the weekend, so I couldn't go live. But today, it's still Sunday. I was on the road on Friday or on the air, whatever. Then I'm here now, so I'm like, I'm going to go live today. Because that consistent live that I said I would do, I want to commit to that. Consistency is key. Consistency is key in anything that is going to set you apart, accelerate your success, take you to the next level. Is only through consistency that you can make that traction. Whatever you know or you do it regularly. Whatever it is. If it's cooking, if it's cleaning, if it's counseling, if it's making hair, if it is advising people, if it is writing reports, if it is sending emails to your email list, whatever you know and whatever you do it regularly with consistency and be committed. That is how consistency is built. It is the consistency of something that makes it edged in another person's mind. So I was having a coaching class yesterday, even almost this time, so late into the night, to my client about personal branding. What is the image people have of you when they see you? It's a composition of those things you consistently do. Those things you consistently do. That's the image people have in their mind when they see you. So this is what gets you noticed and keeps people loyal. Once a leader is noticed and has a loyal following, she remains on top. So these are the 5 attributes to make you lead as a working mom. If you'd like to hear more about this, and I want to say this, working mothers are naturally built to be leaders. Because the first attribute I shared is their time. Time, using your time wisely. Your time is precious. Then you have to maximize opportunity. That's the second one that I shared. The second habit you need to imbibe, knowing how to maximize opportunity. And as long as you're in a constant quest for knowledge, that's the third thing I shared today, knowledge. And you exhibit confidence, the fourth thing. And you stay consistent, the fifth thing. This will be the pillar. You will consistently be a pillar of support to not only your family, but the community, then the world at large. And you continue to lead and you live a life of significance and impact. So if is this something you want to consistently build, you want to consistently know how to do as a working mother, then I cordially invite you to the Life Sync experience on May 9th at Oriental Hotel. You can join virtually, get your online tickets. I'm going to send me a DM so you can get the discount code to get 20% off. You need to be in the room. There'll be other experts in psychology, in wellness, in business, showing how to monetize your skills so you can build wealth and so much more. Thank you so much for joining this impromptu live. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. And I hope you share this live with at least 5 people in your circle so they can also benefit from this. And also follow this account, Raiyan_inspires, in case this is your first time. I enjoyed being with you this evening. Have a phenomenal and highly productive week. And I look forward to seeing you at the Life Sync experience. Go to my link in bio now to learn more, or just go to RaiyanInspires.com/LSE26. LSE Life Sync Experience 26. RaiyanInspires.com/LSE26. And you get all the details. Stay inspired always. So just DM me right now. Just comment under this post when I post this live, when I save this live and I post it. comment and say you want the discount code. I'll send you all the payment details. Take care, everyone, and have a phenomenal week. Bye for now.